Welcome to Unburrowed, where we ask Evil Genius's professional StarCraft players your unconventional questions. Okay, next question from Twitter. Doesn't necessarily apply to everyone unless everyone has pets, but what inspired you to get your pet, and what is your favorite story involving them? I know Bryce has a dog.
Yeah.
Do you?
Yeah, I do actually.
Is it imaginary?
Right now I have a dog named Trouble, but I have a dog before that dog that I hate to say I actually loved even more. But
More than Trouble.
Wow. This dog was amazing. Basically, I had a dog growing up that was like the best dog in the world. I got him for my 7th birthday. His name was Spot, and I named him Spot because he had a ring around one eye. And this dog, no joke, followed me everywhere. Would walk me to school, and I'd get to school and he'd go home. And like whenever I went to go hang out at a friend's house, it wasn't like just me, it was like me and my dog. And this was like
You were that kid.
Yeah. No, but everyone loved this dog, and like even when like I wasn't home, he would go like hang out with like my friends.
Hey guys, what's up?
Seriously, it was actually like the coolest thing ever. Like I was so privileged to have such an awesome dog. Yeah.
Cool.
Really love him. Yeah.
Do you have any pets, Chris?
I've had a lot. Right now I don't, besides the one that I haven't seen that's living in Korea. So I mean it's mine technically because I live there, but I haven't seen it. I don't have like any super cute stories or
Oh,
super
the cat, you
dogs.
mean the T logo?
Yeah. At the Liquid House and yeah. I had 2 hamsters and then I'm pretty sure one of my hamsters ate the other hamster, but my mom like lied to us and said that one of them ran away and went to Hollywood. And then like she clipped a news article of like this hamster and a pumpkin, and we were so young we couldn't read or know any better. So there's this newspaper and it has this like hamster and a pumpkin.
Really elaborate.
Yeah, and then she's like, "Oh look, he made it to Hollywood. He's like doing really well." And we're like, "Oh, there he is. He's so great." And then probably ate the other hamster.
He
so.
went to be a big star.
Yeah, I was really happy about that.
I was inspired to get my pet by my grandparents' dog that was an American Eskimo who looked just like Poa, who's an American Eskimo Pomeranian mix
Plus fur, though.
Oh, plus
with fur. And when I got her, she had been neglected for the first year of her life, so she was really scared and antisocial. But the second that I picked her up, she wrapped her little paws around my neck and snuggled in and has never left my side ever since. She's such a loyal and loving dog, and we've worked through many trials together.
That's adorable.
What inspired you to get your dog, and what's your favorite loving, awesome, not scary, sad story about him?
Well, I have scary or sad stories about Barristan. We went and looked at a lot of animal shelters around Arizona because we wanted to adopt a dog, and there was just a bunch of pit bulls.
I loved one of them a lot.
They were cool dogs, for sure. But I was pretty sure that if a pit bull got upset at Poa, we'd be down at Poa, and we'd have a very sad story to tell right now. So we got Barristan, and we got him at a mall, which is a little bit unique because we don't typically like to buy it. What would you call it, pet shop, I guess? Like a
Pet farm?
They say specifically they're not a puppy mill. So
It's like,
Yeah,
it's like a
that's
breeder outlet. Is
it's
a
like
better
a
word.
breeder outlet, but it's still, it's part of the system of breeding dogs. Just not great to support, but they treat him really, really well, and he's actually like already really well kennel trained and potty trained for the most part. But as far as like favorite story goes, I don't know if I have one in particular. It was kind of cool because we took him into the veterinarian, and she said that it said that if you own an English Bulldog, you'll smile every single day, and it's been pretty absolutely true. Like sometimes he'll just be sitting there looking just completely ridiculous, kind of like staring at you like like blankly. You just look at him and he just like blinks with one eye. You're like, oh, Barristan. He's really, really funny.
He's adorable.
My
There's
favorite-
actually too many stories.
My favorite stories are him and Poa because he like idolizes Poa.
Yeah.
So he tries to do everything exactly the same way she does.
Yeah.
So she actually taught him some things about like she's pushed him through doors or like pulled him down when he's supposed to be
remember
laying
that,
down.
actually, yeah.
And he just follows her around and pretty much tries to lay in like the exact same position as her. Those are my favorite stories.
That's pretty cute.
I like when he learned to play tug of war from my brother's dog Tux, who's just like 80-pound big, nothing but muscle English, or not English bulldog, but a pit bull. And Tux was really nice about it because Barristan was even more of a puppy at the time. So Tux gives me a freaking run for my money when we play tug of war, but with Barristan, he just like kind of, Barristan's like, oh my gosh, this is so great, like, I'm winning. And Tux was like, yeah, sure you are. It was really adorable.
Oh, that's pretty cute. Wish I could see that.
All right, so moving on from pets. Next question comes from Titan6547 on Twitter. Who is the one person that you can never get mad at and why?
I think I can get mad at pretty much everybody.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Like, I don't think. I guess maybe my grandma. Like, my grandma's like so. Like, she's always so sweet, and even if she's like says something kind of like, you know,
Racist.
Yeah.
I was gonna say racist. Is it racist?
Not really. Just like she's like super
Just say
religious
old
and
school.
stuff. Just like so it's just like some old school stuff maybe. But you kind of just know that it's like
It's funny because
completely not like
The
meant
way she intended it, yeah.
badly at all.
But it's just different
And
era.
she's just this cute little old lady, and she just is always like. Anytime anyone would come over, she'll cook dinner for them, and if anyone in her building or whatever doesn't have like a Thanksgiving dinner or Christmas dinner, she'll bring them a plate and everything. And she's just so sweet. And so I can't ever remember a time that I was mad at her. I don't think.
I can pretty much get mad at anybody, so I can't.
Can you get mad at Barristan?
Oh, yeah.
Bryce?
Bryce can't get mad at anybody.
Exactly. I can't get mad at anyone, so yeah. I
Is
don't
there
know.
a person
I've
you
got
can get
these
mad at,
obstacles.
Bryce?
Yeah, is there a person I get mad at? Can't think of one.
Okay.
Wait,
Oh,
Chris, when he sneezed on me.
yeah.
You got pretty mad, yeah.
I was a little perturbed.
Why don't you
about
tell that story, Bryce?
Chris has this thing, his like initiation to being on his team, where at some random point when he eventually has to sneeze and he's standing next to someone, he will eventually try to sneeze on everyone on the team. So he was just kind of like standing, it was like one of the first events you were on EG, right?
I think it was in the lair, wasn't it?
No, we were in an event. I
Yeah,
remember.
it was one of the, I remember you telling me. I think it
Yeah,
was at
we
one
were
of
in
the
like
first
the
MLTs.
lobby of one of the hotels, and then he like clearly has to sneeze, and I'm like seeing it, and then he like turns and sneezes right on me, and I was just like I don't know what happened right there. I was like, what are you doing?
Yeah, I
Like,
didn't know he was mad.
Why
at
did
all.
you sneeze on me? Like I was like pretty upset about it because he like clearly didn't even try to turn away. He like turned at me. I was like, what? Like I don't know why. I've just never seen it before.
I remember Bryce came home. He was like, he sneezed on me.
Yeah.
Sneezed on me.
I couldn't believe it. Yeah, you're that one guy. You can actually get me mad.
What is the best roommate story you have? And it doesn't mean only here in the lair, just roommate stories in general.
I roomed with a 45-year-old black barber in Corvallis, and he was really, really, really eccentric. Every night he would get pissed drunk and sit and listen to jazz music, or watch like 90s cop films, that kind of stuff. And it got to the point where I felt so awkward that I just kind of stayed in my room the whole time, which is good because I played StarCraft a lot, but it'd be weird because I would like skip meals because I'd realize that I didn't want to go outside and go make anything. Just kind of sit there. Or I'd be like, well, I got a lot of pots and pans in here, I should do dishes, and I'd be like, So a couple of the funny ones were like, one time I did go out there, and he stopped me, he says, Jeff, did you know over 30 billion slaves came from Africa? And I looked at him and I was like, and I don't know why I always did this, I should have just agreed and moved on, but instead I was like, well, I was pretty sure that during the Triangle Trade there wasn't 30 billion people on the planet Earth, seeing as how there's not now. He's like, look it up. Google that shit. And I was like, okay. So I went and Googled it.
Another
And
mistake.
I was like, yeah, there was like 300 million people alive at the time or something like that. I think a little bit more than that, but it wasn't much. And I went to him and I was like, yeah, maybe a couple more zeros, something like that. He's like, Barack Obama.
No.
He's just random. He was completely
I
drunk.
just remember the sound of like old Motown tunes punctuated by the snap hiss of a beer opening. And that was like the music of our college years.
Beautiful.
I remember he doused, we made a pan of brownies and it was like half gone, so it was clear that there were still brownies to be eaten. And he filled it with water and put it by the sink. And I was like,
With the brownies like on the bottom.
I really like brownies, man. I was upset. Jeff's roommates were kind of like my roommates for a while because I spent so much time there. And one of the things that would happen every few months was that I would explode and clean their entire house because what they would do, because they didn't have like a garbage service, they didn't want to pay for the garbage man to come pick up their garbage. So they would just mostly put it in bags, sometimes not, sometimes just, around. And then they would pile the bags around the walls of the kitchen and then eventually like into the garage until there were probably like 20 bags of garbage and then garbage on the garbage.
And then every few months we did this night operation where we'd go dump them at like an apartment complex dumpster.
And that was after I like forced them to take them to the car because they couldn't live in that filth.
Those are cool though. I remember like I'd wear glasses and I'd cover my face and I had gloves and stuff. And we'd like back up and just dump the bags in there. Go, 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 go! And get the hell out. It's like completely illegal, but it was fun.
Last question. If you were a character in Game of Thrones, which one would you be?
It's not even a question. Barristan. Barristan the Bold.
Why?
He was the best knight in their lore, basically.
Oh, is that that's the old guy, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He is. He's just a total badass. Like he literally finds who he thinks is going to rule the world because they're the best, and then he is just going to help them do that.
He's like
pretty awesome.
He's also like the unsung hero of just kind of doing his own thing.
Yeah, he's badass.
Did you read it?
Yeah.
You did? I really like Jon Snow.
Yeah, I really like Jon Snow too. But I can't really legitimize myself being him.
Yeah, exactly.
Be a bastard and be like.
But like, yeah, that's
Joffrey? You Joffrey.
I like Arya too.
Yeah, she's really cool too.
Yeah.
Those are my two favorite, I think.
Which would you be if you had to be one?
Probably, if I had to choose, I mean, like as feminine this sounds, like Daenerys, like who
Yeah,
wouldn't
she's
want to,
awesome.
like I can't say spoilers, but like she pretty much is.
Yeah, her or
Jon Snow, yeah.
Those are my two favorite
Jon
characters.
Snow. I would want to be Jon Snow.
Yeah.
What about you, Bryce?
Tyrion.
Yes, Tyrion. I would be Tyrion.
I actually like him a lot too.
Yeah.
I like him like
Everyone
too,
likes
so.
him. How can you not like him?
Dude, the guy that plays him in the show is like the Brad Pitt of
He
all
is,
people.
man. He really
Yeah.
is.
All right,
Done.
Hodor.
Hodor.
Thanks for tuning in this time to Unburrowed. Submit your questions at #Unburrowed.